I'm going to show you in a matter of a few minutes how to set up a Google Hangouts Meets to do video conferencing with your class or with colleagues. It's really simple, and we all have it with our Gmail Nicholls email account. So the first place I go is to my email account. Come over here to the top right, and you click on this, and these are the Google apps. And you can go on calendar. This brings up your Google Calendar. I already have mine open up here. I do this every day. I always have my email, my calendar, and Google Drive open. So here's the calendar. I hid some things to make it easy for you to see. I'm going to find the date where I want to do my event. Just click on it, and you can fill it out right here if you want. You can fill out the title, the time. You could add guests. You could add video conferencing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to more options just to show you how it looks. So I'm going to make this for a class. I'm going to call it Mako 101. I'm going to find a time. I'm going to make it 4 a.m. just because there's no conflicts. But obviously you can put your own time. I'm going to go back to event details, give us more information. And so if you're just doing a standalone meeting with your colleagues or students, this is fine right here, but I'm going to do a repeat for a class. So I'm going to say it repeats. I'm going to customize it. It's a Tuesday and Thursday class, so I'm going to say repeat every Tuesday and Thursday. When does it end? I'm going to say it ends on the last day of classes, and I don't have it on top of my head, so I'm going to go to like, December 11th. Done. So this will appear on my calendar from now until December 11th. All right. Some more things here. The important thing for Google Meets, of course, is to add video conferencing. You don't need to add a location. It's not important. Add video conferencing, Google Meets. Click on that. And here is the information that people will receive in order to attend your conference. All right. You can add guests. If you know their email address, you can type the guests in. You can do faculty. You can do people's names. Just type it in and you see they appear right there. All right. If you don't have your students' names, all you can do is come over here and you can copy this. You can also, once you schedule this, it'll go in your calendar. You can copy this and paste it in a Moodle message to your students. And that's how you do it. So you have the name, you have the date, repeating, add guests. And if you add guests, it'll also go to their email as well. They'll get a notification, add it to their calendar, the Google Calendar. So they'll have it there. There'll be a link for them to click on. Pretty simple. So I'm going to show you now if I go to Google Meets. So now it's opening up. There's my camera. I'm probably going to hide my camera. I don't want you to see it. All right. But I'm going to join now. And I'll put the camera back on. So you can see here, now I'm in the Google Meets, right? Google calls it Hangouts Meets. I think they're kind of leaning towards just Meets now. It's their video conferencing program, just like Skype and Zoom. So you can see I'm the only person here, but let me show you quickly what they have on this. Down here at the bottom, you see a microphone where you can mute yourself and unmute. This is where you leave the call, and your video camera. I'm going to put back on, so now you can see me. You could always do this. I would say if you're going to do a class or a meeting, have people mute their microphones so that way you're not hearing them the whole time in classes. And then they could obviously unmute it whenever they want. Up here you can see the people that are in the class, participants. It's only one. That's me because I didn't invite anyone to this meeting besides myself. Chat. Here's where people can type in a chat, say their name, do a roll call. I am here. Can I speak? Obviously, anything you put there, it'll go to everybody. And also, whatever you type over there, people, it's going to be in the recording. So I'm going to turn me off again so you don't even see me. I'm going to turn my camera off. Also, down here on the lower right, you see is more options. Click on that. Well, you record a meeting for one thing. You can record it so that way you have it later. Let's say you want to do a Google Meets for your students, and then you record it for the ones who can't be there. Just record it, this file will go to your Google Drive, and it'll give you an email, a message saying recorded, and it'll send you a link to where it is. Also, I go to change layout. Change layout, it shows you different ways you can see people. Auto means you see whoever is talking the whole time, pretty much. So whoever's talking, whoever has a dominant camera, that's what you're going to see. I go to tiled. It's kind of like a Brady Bunch thing, right? That way you see everybody in the class in the meeting at the same time. Right now, it's not working because it's only me in the call. The other thing you can do is down here, present now. Just like most programs, you can share your screen and it asks you what you want to share, right? Your entire screen, and it shows my screen there. I'm not going to share it now, but that's how you would do it. Allow. Dismiss. All right, and that is really all I have for Google Meets. I'm going to hang up, leave the call, and I'm going to return to the home screen. But mainly I'm going to go back to the calendar. And so that's how you would do it. You pick the name, the date, make sure you add video, add your guests, hit save, and you're all done. So that is Google Meets in about 6 minutes. Thanks.